Here's a message from a random sprinkling of those that love you. One of my favorite memories with Jason Stigter was...
Well, it was when we rented a car and went to Innsbruck in Austria. And Jay got nominated as driver, and apparently one thing you should always ask before taking off at a rental vehicle is, how do I find reverse? So the GPS keeps getting behind and we keep turning around and around, so we pull into a parking lot to turn around where we headlong into a snowbank. So fine, pop it in reverse, Jay. Oh wait, instead we, for about 20 minutes, beat the car into the snowbank in front of us trying to find reverse while we all screamed at each other. Needless to say, we did make it, and under the cover of darkness returned that rental car so they did not see the damage. And all's well that ends well. So happy birthday, Jay.
Well, this is easy. I mean, he's always sharing stories of, all these athletic endeavors that he has, even at his advanced age. And he's always got these injuries, with his knee, his bicep, his elbow, which is crazy for a guy, 50 years old and all that. Wait, he's only 40?
Happy birthday, Uncle Jay. We love you.
Anything else you want to say to Uncle JJ?
No.
That he's the coolest Uncle JJ ever?
He's the coolest.
Only for my godson would I put my winter coat on to relive my most favorable memory, or I guess a moment, with you. And I guess I would have to say that's the time we went on vacation to see Adam in, where did we go? We went to Aspen, senior moment there, sorry. And we went to, first of all, we went to the cavern, Glenwood Springs. We went into the caverns, if you remember. Can you see that? We took that gondola ride up to that side of the mountain, and we went into that creepy cavern place. There's you and Adam smiling. Look at your hair, how short it is, how long Adam's is. So we did that, and then we continued on to go skiing. And once again, in my winter parka here, it was very, very cold, very, very snowy. Remember all the snow? I just remember when you first got off the plane, and you, first of all, were overwhelmed by the size of the Rocky Mountains, and then the amount of snow was just breathtaking. Speaking of planes, remember that little plane we took? And if you remember that landing between those two mountains on either side, it was pretty hairy if I remember that. Here's some more photos. Again, there was lots of snow, lots of blue skies like Colorado always is, but lots of snow. Here's one outside the condo that we stayed in. Lots of photos here. Here's one of all the snow on the balcony. And I believe this photo was of you driving home after we were leaving the condo. I'm not sure why your eyes were closed. Maybe the sun was too bright. And here's one with you skiing along with someone else who was there. So we got a lot of fun in that weekend.
And that's the day that is most notable in our minds is the day you were born. Unlike all my other children, I didn't have to wait for you to be delivered. I merely had to park the car and walk in the hospital, and there you were. And then I could take off for Michigan.
And my side of the program, though, I'll tell you, it was very fast and hot and hurried. But I was so glad to have you there, even though you did come up butt first. We love you, Jason.
Love you, son.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Well, I have many favorite memories of Jason, so I'll share just a quick few. I enjoyed driving to get gas for the boats in Michigan and having all the Amish people in the horse and carriage wave to us. Also doing the shot of Crown Royal when we arrived safely at the cottage. And also walking home the night of the bachelor party after Adam thought he couldn't make it another minute in the cab. And of course that wonderful order at McDonald's, Rock and Roll McDonald's, that same night. Happy birthday, Big Al.
One of the things I remember was going out to dinner and you were eating veal. And being the godmother I am and the nature lover I am, I had to explain to you why you should not be eating veal. It was heartbreaking that you just killed that poor little baby cow so you could have a good dinner. And if you remember, I think I made you a video from the farm about why you should not be eating baby cows.
Hey Stickman, we're over here in Palos Heights, and I heard that you're gonna be an old man. So we're just gonna wish you a happy birthday, happy 40 years old, and Doug, take it away.
Yeah, definitely. Happy birthday, buddy. No good stories. We got a lot of good memories. We'll have to save those for other times, but just want to wish you a happy 40th and know that glad we're still friends.
Wait, Stigman, are you still looking for that ball when I swatted it over the tennis court? Happy birthday, man.
Greatest thing about Jason, he's always there for you, ready to listen, always a good time to hang out with. Even though he's a crappy golf player, I still don't mind hanging out with the guy every once in a while.
Another memory I have from that trip, too, is you were having some gastrointestinal issues, I remember, as we all were. And I think I mentioned to you the reason you were having that was because the altitude change. And you said to me, gee, I'm glad you told me because I thought I was the only one having those issues.
We went to the Dixie Stampede with Mom, Dad, and Uncle Tom and had to race back and forth in the middle of the entire arena to try and race for, I think it was our dinner for free or something like that, with these little wooden ponies in between our legs. And I lost it for us because I was wearing a long skirt, so I do apologize. But it was the most embarrassing moment when I was still kind of an introvert, and I appreciate you being there with me, and I wouldn't choose anybody else to be embarrassed with. So I love you and happy birthday.
Who would have thought a chance meeting at the Mokina Railroad Station would lead us here today? We've had so many wonderful memories and so many great times that we shared with our friends. Happy 40th birthday.
There's so many fond memories I have of you growing up. You were always my protector. You would meet me outside of first grade and walk me to the bus to make sure I got on the bus every day. You were constantly protecting me from Rob beating me up, saving me from being thrown in the lake on a number of occasions. So I thank you. But then as we grew up, you know, we had so much fun hanging out at karaoke every Wednesday and Friday night, you know, in our 20s, or spending all day at the craps table in Vegas learning how to play craps. It was awesome. You know, you are really the best brother and friend I could ask for, and I can't wait to make so many more memories with you. I love you, buddy.
Another moment I remember that was special is when you took time to volunteer on the children's farm to be our tractor driver. That was the time when you weren't working for a while, so I dragged you out for the month of May, and you drove all those little children all around that farm on that tractor. And the funniest thing was the teachers always said, who is that hot guy who wears his blue jeans so well? They always liked riding in the tractor because they got to look at your back end. So there you go, Jason. Those are my moments of I guess, my favorite moments with you. I'm sure there's other ones, but being a 62-year-old brain, I can't always remember them. So I love you. We'll make your 80th birthday? Probably not. But anyways, we'll see you soon. Happy, happy birthday.
We were at the Snow Fun Run in Lake Geneva, and I entered a dance contest called the Sausage Dance, and it was judged on anticipation cheers. So I'm dancing away, doing my thing, and Jay's getting the whole crowd pumped up and cheering for me, and all of a sudden he screams, "I get to sleep with that!" The whole crowd goes crazy. They're all cheering for me. I did not win the dance contest. We won the dance contest. We became local celebrities for the night, and I knew right then and there it was a great partnership, and he'd be my hubby for life. I love you, baby. Happy 40th birthday.